Damon Yudichak here, local CPA, where we reduce liabilities and increase tax returns. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to explain the new NC-4 EZ form that needs to be completed prior to the end of 2013. This is going to affect your paycheck. If you do not submit this form to your employer, then what you need to do, what they're going to do is they're going to set your payroll up so that you're filing as a single and with no allowances. And what that means for you is that more North Carolina income taxes will be withheld from your paycheck. That's the maximum amount that can be withheld. So if you're used to having a number of children and are married filing jointly, you would see a lower paycheck as a result of this. So now I'm going to go through the NC-4 EZ. All right, who should fill out the NC-4 EZ? Department of Revenue is saying that this is going to be a simpler form for most employees. Those that should use the form would be individuals that are claiming a standard deduction for North Carolina, or that plan not to claim tax credits, or if they're going to get credits for the children, that would be the only one they're doing. If, for instance, you're going to claim exempt status, or if you prefer not to complete the completed NC-4. If you do fill out the NC-4 EZ, you can still get your itemized deductions when you file your tax returns. But what probably is going to happen is you may end up having more income taxes withheld, North Carolina income taxes withheld from your paycheck. So whenever you get a paycheck, your paycheck would be a little bit lower than if you went through the whole NC-4. So let's take a look at the NC-4 EZ. All right, so as you can see here at the top of the form, it says NC-4 EZ. And this is the Employees Withholding Allowance Certificate. This basically tells North Carolina, your employer and your payroll provider, how much taxes should be withheld from your paycheck each payroll period. So it's pretty self-explanatory. They called it EZ for a reason. So you're going to fill out your Social Security number here, your marital status, be single, head of household, or married or qualified widower. Then you're going to fill out your first name, middle initial, and last name. You're going to write in your address, the county here, and it does say enter the first 5 letters. So if you're in Mecklenburg County, for instance, you would only fill out the first 5 letters of Mecklenburg. Your city, state, and zip and country. All right? So again, right here, they're saying it's very important that you submit this before the beginning of the new tax year. And then again, right here, these are just instructions that say who should be filling out that NC-4, so you can read through that. So now we're getting down to the number of dependents that you would be able to claim. Now we're going to move to the middle part of the form here. And so this is where you are going to claim the allowances that you want to claim. You do have the option of entering 0 if you want. So basically you're going to look at the titles here, the box right here, and determine which one you are in. Okay, so if you're single and have no children, or 1 child, then you would enter 0. And this is the other thing you're going to look at is what your income tax bracket is. So you're going to estimate what your income is going to be for the new year. And if you make $25,000, for instance, and have 1 child, you would enter 0. So it's just basically a matrix. You're going to figure out where your income is and then claim the allowances here. And whatever number is there, you're going to place in this line here. If you were married filing jointly, for instance, and you made $90,000 a year and had 5 children, you would go, all right, I'm in here, I've got 5 children, I would put 3. Now, if you want to withhold additional amount of money, you would put it in $1 there. Let's say you wanted an extra $100 withheld from your paycheck, you would put $100 in there. Now, for here, if you want to claim that you're exempt, you need to look at these 2 conditions. And if you feel that those apply to you, then you can put the check mark there. And then there's also an item here for 4. if you're exempt from withholdings because of the Military Spouses Residency Relief Act. And you're also are legally in a different state, so you would put that state there. You would also want to put in there when you became exempt from North Carolina withholdings. You'd have to put the year in there. So if you became exempt in 2005, you just put a 05 in there. Now, for instance, in prior years you were exempt and then no longer became exempt, you'd want to go ahead and check one of those items there. And then you'd want to say that you want income taxes withheld. Okay? And then the final part here is the hardest part of all. You want to make sure that you read this. Remember, you are signing, you're certifying this, so your signature does mean something here. So you're going to sign your name, you're going to put in the date that you sign it, and hand that to your employer. So those are the instructions on how to fill out the NC-4 EZ. If you have any questions, you can go to the North Carolina Department of Revenue, or you can